Winning 𝐇𝐄𝐑 wasn't just about me, it was about securing the future of our party. Standing at the podium, I adjusted the microphone and let my gaze sweep over the villagers. Their faces were a mixture of curiosity and hope. And then, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed her, a woman in white coat. She was standing near the edge of the crowd, flanked by a couple of other people, likely her friends. Her arms were crossed, her posture rigid. Her face was strikingly beautiful, but it wasn't her beauty that caught my attention. It was her expression. Disdain. Pure, unfiltered disdain. Who is she? I wondered, my brow furrowing. And why does she look like she's ready to burn this entire rally down with just her eyes? I pushed the thought aside and began speaking. My dear people of 𝐇𝐄𝐑, I started, my voice steady and commanding. I know the struggles you face every day. Lack of proper health care, poor roads, schools that barely function. These are not new problems, and I won't stand here and pretend they are. But I promise you this change is coming, I said loudly in a promising tone. The crowd responded with cheers, their voices a wave of hope surging through the square. I continued, outlining plans for water supply, better medical facilities, and initiatives for farmers. But no matter how much I tried to focus, my eyes kept drifting back to her. She hadn't moved, hadn't clapped, hadn't even blinked. And then, just as I was about to wrap up my speech, she stepped forward.
You talk about change,
she said, her voice slicing through the crowd like a blade.
You stand here making promises. But where were you when these same promises were broken before? Where were you when this village's hospital ran out of medicines? And the children had to travel miles for treatment? Do you even know what these people go through every day? Or is this just another performance for your campaign?
She admonished me in front of everyone. The crowd fell silent, all eyes shifting between me and the woman who dared to challenge me in public. I felt my jaw tighten, my hands clenching the edges of the podium. Who does she think she is? I thought, my anger simmering just beneath the surface. Vaishali, someone whispered behind her, trying to pull her back. But she ignored them. Her gaze locked on me. Arvind stepped closer, his hand on my arm. 𝐸𝐸, he muttered under his breath. Don't lose your temper. This is a political rally. People are watching, and you cannot afford to create a scene here. Stay calm. Let her rant, it won't matter in the long run. He spoke, trying to calm me down. I exhaled sharply, forcing myself to stay calm even as my blood boiled. My voice was measured, but my eyes burned with anger. This rally is for the people of 𝐇𝐄𝐑, I said, staring directly at her. Not for baseless accusations. If you have a personal grudge against me or my party, this is not the place to air it, I commanded with a firm tone. The crowd murmured, sensing the tension. Arvind quickly stepped in, raising his hands to calm everyone. All right, everyone, he said with a forced smile. Let's keep the focus on the important issues here. 𝐸𝐸 is here to bring solutions, not to engage in arguments. I glanced at him, grateful for his intervention, but my gaze soon returned to Vaishali. She still hadn't backed down, her expression unyielding. She's infuriating, I thought, stepping back from the podium, but why can't I stop looking at her? As we stepped off the stage, I turned to Arvind, my voice low but seething with irritation. Who the fuck does she think she is? Showing that kind of attitude to me? Me? I don't care about anyone questioning me. And yet, this woman walks in and thinks she can humiliate me like that? I howled in anger rushing through my veins. Arvind gave me a tired look, saying, calm down. 𝐸𝐸, she's just one voice. Don't let her get to you. Focus on the bigger picture. We're here to win. Remember. I nodded, but the anger lingered. The woman had challenged me, humiliated me in front of everyone. And yet, I couldn't shake the image of her from my mind. And now, the election was mine. The cheers, the headlines, the power, I had it all. Tonight, a private celebration awaited me at the mansion. The victory I'd worked for, the empire I'd built. But even as the city lit up in my name, one thought refused to leave. Her face, her defiance, her fire. And I hadn't even begun to pay her back. The city outside my window was a blur of golden lights against the darkening sky. I adjusted the cufflinks on my black tailored suit, the silk fabric molding perfectly to my frame. Everything about tonight had been planned down to the last detail except for one thing. Vaishali. She had no idea what was coming. No idea what I had in store for her. She thought she could walk away after challenging me. After speaking to me like I was nothing. Foolish woman. I fastened my watch, my fingers tightening around the strap. Tonight marks the beginning. Vaishali, I muttered, my voice low. You have no idea what's waiting for you. You will regret every word you said, every time you defied me. You will regret ever crossing me.